Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, D. Showing it. There.
Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Check. Go.
On second down, here's Penny. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Penny, a first down carry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Check 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Good job right there.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here.
Check. Switch. Watch twist. Four down. Check 25.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Jennings was the one he was looking for. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, there has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Done. 180. Watch the curl. Pick the edge. Come. Check. Crunch. Run. Check.
Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
No. Ram. Check 50. Tyson. Check.
This is Deontay Foreman, a man who missed nearly all of 2018. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
On the Seahawks 13-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, we got to seal. Strip that ball. Switch. Spot. Ram. No. He's coming. We got double up. Watch that.
They'll run with Foreman. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. They'll run on first down. Foreman. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd and 9, Wilson, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
Got it. 31 for Mike. Hey, pick your game up. Hatchet. Match box.
Wilson leaves this one with Penning. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Tighten it. 0. Check.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All go special. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Check. Rip. Check your hot read.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check. Let's go. Great. 46 down, man. 5-4. Go. SOS.
Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creep. 5-7. Mike 9.
On 3rd down, Foreman. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now it's Penny running right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
bud. 4 down, 4 down.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, alert.
They go play action with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there isn't a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Penny will try to punch it in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Kill. Stand 5-7. Hey, orbit.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 47 yards.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Hey, switch gears. Check 31. Watch the edge. Check. Lion. Joker.
Now Foreman. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 23-yard line.
74. Hey. You got 3. Bravo. Mike 9.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. On first down, Foreman, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You. Shit. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, bunch. Jack. You go tight. Great. You got tight right there.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Let's get it.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make, because just get out of there.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Down the man inside, down the man.
Here's Foreman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Wentz now to throw. Screen pass to Sproles. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
1st down, Seattle.
380.
We got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Fourteen, got it.
53. Mike. So we got man.
They keep it with Penny on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
12.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether there's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Check 53. Here we go. Switch. Shit. Watch out.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go. Check four.
Again, it's Penny. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
280. 53 is the mic. Watch the run.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Brown able to record his 5th sack of the season. And hear the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing on first is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar.
Wentz's pass.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
At the 42-yard line.
Hey, kill.
Mike 9. We own this.
Now Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
Blue 15.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna...
They'll toss it to Penny. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down. And 6 yards to go.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third.
Zebra.
Check 26. Check. Play. 12. Check. Not 12. Showing it. Check 24.
Hey, zero.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert. Hey, easy. Check. Friday.
Rush in. Say.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Hey.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The rookie DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Fine, 90.
Hey, watch the ball. 25. Check 25.
Go.
57. Come on.
Yeah, listen.
Let's go, defense.
Run left.
Pick the edge.
Go.
Minus 57's right. You must be drinking.
From the gun, Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Myers able to knock it through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Mostert. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here we go. Waiting.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. He don't want it.
The great 57. The great 57.
15.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 9.
Oh, here we go. Tokyo.
On play action, it's Wentz. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Check.
25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hey, watch it. Big Ed.
Now Rashad Penny, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run with Penny. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Alert.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Friday. Good touch.
Wilson wants to throw it. Looking deep for Jennings. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check.
List 5-2.
Check.
Again, it's Foreman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get there. Check.
Hey, stand.
Hot. Check your hot read.
Here.
Pop. Mike 9. Bang out. You can't put that.
They run the counter. Foreman, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter.
Let's go. Lady.
Hey, tight. Got double tight. Bring it out.
Kill. Here.
Mike 9. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Mike 9. Hey.
Back to throw. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Mike 9. Bang out. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Other side, solid.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A really nice knockdown. He gets so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man, because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out, and it would appear that the Seahawks are going to win this football game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. So the victory here for Seattle. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5.